Hi, I'm Sophie. I've got a camper van called Bertie, and I've got 3 golden retrievers called Mia, Lola and Poppy. And since I retired like 3 years ago, I've been travelling quite a bit in my camper van. But I thought I'd do one of those travel tag videos where you go through your whole travel history and why you travel. So the first question is, where did I go on my first holiday? What age was I? Those two are connected to each other. So when I was a baby, my parents bought a building plot and they built themselves a holiday home. It's just the most perfect spot. You had to walk to get there, okay? And there was no electricity. And the water was a bit manky. But anyway, this is where we had our holiday house. It's a place called Smithswinkle Bay. It's about, I don't know, 30 miles south of Cape Town. And which is where I was born, and I used to spend all my holidays there. Really, it was the most perfect spot. It's real back to basics. You know, no heating, fridge didn't work, you're cooking on a gas bottle. It's not really that different to a camper van, but a bit bigger. So next question, what places do I really want to visit? I would quite like to go to India, but it's harder to organise because it's quite a long way away and it involves flying, hotels, all that sort of thing. So possibly in the future. I want to go to Morocco. I want to go take the camper van over from Spain and go to Morocco. But then some people think, oh, we shouldn't take dogs there because they've got rabies and all this sort of thing. But a camper van would be the perfect place, perfect way of travelling around Morocco. And I want to go into the desert, the coast, and up into the Atlas Mountains. Next question, what 3 things do I take when I'm travelling? I take my phone, which has the Libby app on it, which is the library in England or in the UK. So you can get, you can borrow like 12 books on your library card and read them on your phone, like as if it's a Kindle. And for my entertainment, but it is mostly, yeah, news, podcasts, a bit of YouTube, and mostly it's reading. Also on my phone I have Google Maps and I save locations, so I've got about 500 locations on my Google Maps, and you just save them with a little heart and it shows me all the places I want to go to. So when I'm doing research I use Google Maps and Park for Night and find different places, and I watch some people travelling on YouTube, and then I save all those locations with the little heart on my Google Maps. I'll also take a rucksack. Next question, the favourite foods I've tried in a different country. Last winter I went to Spain and I really enjoyed those Spanish breakfasts, and I had them about 11-12 o'clock, so like an early lunch, because I don't eat breakfast, and it was so nice. I worked my way through the whole breakfast menu, and they're sort of like based on eggs or toast, and yeah, so I know my way around that menu. Generally I try everything that I eat. This is, I'll just show you, this is my map, since I'm in the camper van. This is the map of all the countries I've been to around the world, and of all those countries I have tried all their food. I do like food from the Middle East. I've been there, I've often flown through the Middle East to get to South Africa. Not that keen on American food. So what was my most memorable holiday? It was when I was on a cruise down the Nile. I sailed from Luxor to Aswan a few years ago, and it was over Christmas, so I managed to miss, you know, all the Christmas preparations in England. And yeah, I spent a week sailing down the river. Really good food. And it's so easy if you're on a cruise and you just jump off the boat and you're in a different like historic spot, and you could walk everywhere. You don't have to think about luggage or transport or anything. It was just lovely, and I like Egypt, I like the people, I like the food. There's loads to see, I like history, so yeah, that was my perfect holiday so far, and I'd like to go back to Egypt. The worst moment of my travels was when I was flying with my son to Los Angeles, and we missed the flight because the Americans hadn't given him his visa. So we were stuck at Gatwick Airport, and we had to get another flight, and all got really complicated. But eventually we did get to America, and we had a really good holiday, and it was just before COVID, so we didn't travel for 2 years after that. I'd like to visit again, and why? I would like to go back to Egypt. I like the weather there, so I went in winter because I like a winter holiday, so I would go like December or January. I really like missing Christmas actually. I don't really do Christmas, so if you miss Christmas you take 2 weeks off, go stay in Egypt. The weather is good. I mean, it does get dark at 5 o'clock, so you don't have the long summer evenings, but they put on entertainment in the hotels. I just really like it. I like the weather, the people, the food. The hotels are really nice as well. So a place I wouldn't visit again, I went to Iceland, right, and it was like a Christmas holiday, and every day we went to a different pool, so I quite like hot baths and thermal springs, that sort of thing, but I wouldn't ever go on a cold holiday again. I don't like cold weather. I don't see the point in walking around in a ski suit. I just don't see the point of it. I just think it's unpleasant to be cold. I like being outdoors. I like wearing t-shirt and shorts and being outside. To me, that's the point of a holiday. And I like swimming. Why do I travel? I travel for adventure. I get bored quite easily, and I like planning holidays. I like just thinking of places I can go to, what I'm going to do there, and also not planning like every detail, but just having a rough direction of where I'm going to go. I like meeting new people. I like knowing I've got no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't like things being too predictable and like the same every day. Don't like that. I like challenging myself, learning something new. I like warm weather, so I travel for warm weather. I don't like the English winter. I don't like it in November, December time when it gets cold in England, and the days, well, it doesn't get really cold, but the days are really dark. I don't like that. It gets dark at like 4 o'clock. Also, I'm from South Africa, so I go back to South Africa to see relatives. So here we are, me with my siblings and my mother. My mother is now dead, and I haven't been back since she died, so I probably should go back at some point, although my brother does come and visit me. Have I ever travelled for work? No, apart from going on school trips, which are awful. Something always goes wrong. There's a kid who gets sick, or a kid who gets lost or something. Hopefully I'll never ever go on a school trip again. What climate do I prefer? I do not like cold weather. It really has to be at least 17 degrees. It has to be like what I'm wearing now. I'm wearing a shirt with no sleeves. I'm wearing my shorts, and I'm wearing my Crocs. That's really what I like. This year in England, 2022, we've had a really good summer. Temperatures have gone up to 40 degrees. So that's what I like. Ideally, I like it between 20 and 30 degrees. And I like being able to swim every day. That's just what I like. Yeah, I just like the sun. Do not like being cold at all. Next question. What's the first thing I check out when I'm planning a visit to a new country? The first thing I check is the temperature. So I have spent quite a lot of time and I've gone on like winter holidays for about, I don't know, 20 years. So I've looked at the temperatures all over the world and places you can go to. I've been to Florida for Christmas, wasn't warm enough. Egypt was warm enough. Canary Islands, not warm enough. South of Spain, it's variable. It can be warm enough, or sometimes it's not warm enough. Morocco is warm enough. Have I travelled around my home country? I now regard my home country as England. I have travelled around Scotland, Wales and England. I think my favourite parts are the southwest. I like Devon and Cornwall, but I don't like the driving down there. It also gets very crowded in summer. I don't like crowds of people. I don't like the wind. I think it does get really windy. I do actually recommend that instead of going to Devon and Cornwall, you go to Kent and Sussex in the summer. It's not half as crowded because everybody goes to the southwest. Kent and Sussex have lovely beaches. They have brilliant countryside, forests, historic buildings, everything, and you won't be like jam-packed onto the beach. I went to the beach the other day. Okay, this is during the sewage scandal. The last time I went for a swim, there were only 2 people in the sea. It's because some beaches have got sewage pumped into them, but our beach is perfectly clean. It's lovely. Not many people go there because it's a stony beach. They all want to go to sandy beaches. Stony beaches are way better. They really are. And our beach goes straight into deep water. It's so nice. It's like proper swimming. Perfectly safe. You can swim out a long way. And I swim at the club as well. Really, really good fun. So there's no need to go to Cornwall if you want a beach holiday. There are other places. You can go to Dorset, you can go to Norfolk, you can go to Essex, loads of other places. Wales, where you can go. But everyone tends to go to Devon and Cornwall. It's just too darn crowded. My favourite thing about travelling, I think just the adventure, not knowing what's going to happen, being completely open to new experiences, meeting new people. It's just fun, that's all, just absolute fun. And also it gives you a huge amount of confidence, because no matter what happens, you cope with it. And so you think, well, yeah, that's fine. Somebody drove into me in Spain, well, hey ho. An hour later I was just driving on my way again. You know, you cope with what happens and enjoy the small things in life, and often the best things in life are free. Or the free things in life are the best things to do, like swimming, walking, being outdoors. So thanks very much for watching this video. I've quite enjoyed making it actually, and finding all old photos and stuff. But thank you very much. Right. Please like, subscribe, all the rest. Thanks. Bye.